The next gen car has lowered my standard, though. My expectations of what a good race should be is much lower now than what it was previous to the next gen car.
Absolutely.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Brad, and with me, as always, is John, and this is Race Car Spelled Backwards, episode 109. John, what's up, man?
It's good. It's been going good.
How you feeling today? Energized, refreshed, ready to go?
Yeah. That's kind of where I'm sitting at. It's a little. Yeah. I mean, not great, not bad.
Yeah, I mean, Kansas was the perfect definition of a good race.
Yeah.
It wasn't great.
It wasn't bad.
And it wasn't bad. It wasn't Bristol, and it wasn't Kansas spring race.
Right. So
it was just,
Well, it wasn't Bristol or Bristol spring race.
Yeah, exactly. It was somewhere in the middle. If every week was like Kansas, I think I'd be a happy person.
Yeah.
I could deal with
Be a happy camper.
But that's not going to happen. So,
unfortunately,
I mean, I think my problem, because I've struggled with this all week. So I've talked to quite a few listeners. I talked to Janet, talked to Sydney, talked to Brandon, and everybody kind of said the same thing about the race and their opinions of it. I mean, Janet loved it because LaJoy finished 15th and Haley wrecked. Sydney thought it was a decent race. I mean, she says she didn't. She says sometimes she'll draw when she gets bored during the race and didn't find herself.
So she got a lot of drawing done during Bristol.
Yeah. She's probably drawing the next three winners, and they don't even know they won yet.
Yeah.
and Brandon, he said he enjoyed the start of the race. It got a little boring in the middle for him, and then it ended great. So,
that's a textbook NASCAR race right there.
I mean, we've said that on here before. That's what NASCAR races are.
You watch the start, you take a nap, and you wake up and watch the end.
Exactly. So, no, I mean, I've struggled with my opinion of this week and I think it's because going into this race, everybody had it hyped up.
Oh, yeah. The bar was through the ceiling.
Everybody was like, it's going to be a Denny Hamlin showdown with Kyle Larson. It's going to be a Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota that wins this thing. And
if Bell would have stayed out the wall, maybe.
Well, Bell would have stayed out of the wall. If Denny could have stayed out of the pits. I mean, yeah, Larson in the wall. I think
someone's what's the word?
Sabotaging?
Yeah, Larson.
It's kind of convenient. The first 2.5 miles of the opening race of the state, this round of the playoff, this round and last round, he's the first guy to hit the wall.
Yep.
Quickly.
Yeah, no kidding.
This week it wasn't. I don't know, man. I don't think this week he ran over something in Atlanta. I think it was just their tire pressures they were too low or something like that. But
yeah,
no, it's weird. It's just a weird feeling after this weekend.
I think it's because it really did not go anything like we thought it would, but it was still good.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can get with that. Get it behind that because it did not live up to what NASCAR, the media, everybody built it to be this. It was going to be this great, phenomenal race. Like, Bristol sucked. We know you're down. We know you're depressed. Elton Sawyer's come out, and he's like, we're mad for you. We feel bad for the fans.
But don't worry.
We're not changing anything, but we feel bad for the fans. And then
we've got Kansas.
Yeah, and they're like, but, like you said, don't worry. Here comes Kansas.
Yeah.
It's like,
we're going to Kansas.
And then
it just didn't play out like anyone thought it did.
But I don't think Atlanta played out like anyone expected it to.
Really?
Well, the second Atlanta race.
Well, I mean,
you and me both, we were in the stands, and we were both kind of,
Yeah, but I think as far as the people battling for the win and the lead and all that, and the people we thought were going to be good, besides Denny, we're good. And I think the people we thought who were going to suck sucked. And
I did not have Ross Chastain winning Kansas on my bingo card.
I didn't either. But looking back at it, he was a tough competitor in the spring. So,
and Ross Chastain has been known to stink up a playoff race when he's not in the playoffs too. So
yeah, that's a fact.
It didn't. I don't like Ross. We'll get that out. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way right away. It's Ross and Joey Logano and Daniel Suarez. I don't know why it's two Trackhouse guys and Joey.
Yeah.
Like they run neck and neck for who I dislike the most.
It depends on the day.
Yeah. Well, Joey always wins. I've disliked Joey for so long now. If he moved in next door and wanted to be my friend, I would struggle with it because I don't know nothing
different.
I've disliked him your whole life.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know anything different.
It was a Talladega race where NASCAR threw an imaginary caution that gave Joey Logano the win. Well, they threw the caution when they wanted to. Dale Jr. was leading the race at the end of it, but then they're like, oh, wait a minute. We don't go off the caution lights. We don't go off the caution flag. We have a secret hidden button we hit, and it marks a dot on the scale, and that's how we know.
That's also what they said about the finish at Kansas this spring.
And we don't go off the start-finish line. We have an invisible, imaginary, secretive finish line that nobody's allowed to see except the clowns that work here at NASCAR.
Seems like any time something doesn't go their way, there's something imaginary that pops up.
It's like NASCAR's run by, what's that, Barnum and Bailey that runs the circus? Like that's who's running NASCAR or something like that. I don't get it. Like, I'm sure Elton Sawyer come out this week and apologize for something else. Like, oh, we're sorry.
You think the start-finish line was straight this week?
Probably not. They didn't even show a good view. They removed that camera. Like, we're not
doing that again.
I don't care if they're 7 wide at the start-finish line. We're not showing that view again. I think they should get rid of the start-finish line altogether.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you can move it every stage. We'll never know where it's at.
Have it at the backstretch.
Yeah, sometimes
don't matter.
Might be in turn 3. Might be on the pits. You might have to run down the pits. Let's just make it really interesting. We'll put it in the infield with Josh Berry.
Oh yeah. So he wins.
So is that like a VIP package you can buy? Like have a beer with a driver on lap 2?
Oh man.
Josh Berry just didn't know he was invited to that party, I guess.
Yeah, he didn't know he had the secret pass. It was the imaginary pass.
All the fans are down there waiting to get their autograph by Josh Berry, and he's like, why are all these Berry fans standing around here?
It's like, I thought we were racing.
Why am I in the infield?
Why am I in the campground?
What is that? My camper over there? I don't know what's going on here. I'm so confused. Is this a Camping World commercial?
So, I mean, that was crazy.
Oh man, there's a lot of crazy things we got to talk about today. So before we jump into that, I want to give a shout out to Designs by Sydney. She does these custom drawn hand minimalistic stickers like these right here. She'll be making one for the Watermelon Man, Ross Chastain, or maybe she won't because I know she doesn't like Ross either. So
that'd be fun.
Maybe this is the week she skips. Just do a watermelon with a frowny face on it. But she also does custom stickers like the Thanks Denny sticker, my Buffalo Bills Mafia sticker I got. She does T-shirts, logos, letterheads, pretty much anything you need graphic design-wise for personal or business use. You can go to designsbysydney.com, and Sydney will definitely take care of you. And for the month of October, if you use the code CAR1024, that is CAR 1024, you'll get free shipping all month on that, or on your order. I guess if you buy one thing every day, you get it all month.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, go buy a sticker every day for the month of October and use that code and get free shipping on every one of your stickers. So also, every week after the race ends, Sydney posts a poll online for which race is better. This week, the truck race got 0%. Xfinity got 33%, and the Cup got 67%.
Really?
Yeah, I agree.
Really?
I thought the Cup race was the best race of the weekend.
I enjoyed the Xfinity race more.
Did you?
I did.
I mean, that's okay. We don't have to agree.
Yeah.
I'm smarter. You're not. It's okay.
I'm right.
You're wrong.
I would have voted Xfinity.
Well, I mean, I have 2 Twitter accounts, so you can just tell me how you want to vote, and I'll just
Yeah.
start voting for you. But no, I mean, make sure you check that out after each week. Vote. Let us know why you vote. We'll talk about it on the show. So make sure you check out Designs by Sydney. Again, for all your graphic design needs, personal or professional, she's got you covered. So you ready to jump into the racing hot takes of the week?
Let's do it.
All right, so NASCAR has announced that they will. Well, actually, they haven't announced this. They told the drivers Sunday that they may or may not be adding a shark fin to the front window.
Yep. So what do you think about that?
So I heard a lot of podcasts say they don't like driver visibility being messed with, right?
Right.
I don't know about that. I mean, these guys have their hoods up and they're looking under it and they still drive around the track.
Yeah.
I don't know that a shark fin way over here to the right is going to mess up driver visibility. They can't move their heads that much.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know that. I'm not a driver, so I don't know if it messes their visibility. But what I don't like about it is the fact that it's Talladega is this weekend. It's a playoff race, and we're adding an element to the car that we don't know how it's going to react.
Right.
So it's messing with our playoffs.
Yeah.
These guys, they've been preparing for weeks on their Talladega car. Now it's like, oh, yeah, we want you to put this piece of plastic all the way down the front windshield onto the hood.
It's like, that's going to do something.
I mean, it might keep the car from flipping. I mean, they put one on the back of the car at Daytona and it went right up in the air.
So who knows?
So it probably won't work. Look, these cars are going 200 miles an hour.
No, they're not. They're going 130.
Okay. They should be going 200 miles an hour. The faster they go, they're going to flip. Cars have been flipping since the first year of NASCAR. I mean, it's
right.
It's the dangers that are involved. These cars are safe. And when every driver's saying they would rather flip than hit the wall head on, I mean, I get it. NASCAR wants to stop the cars from flipping because if a diffuser flies off or a wheel flies off and goes in the stand and kills somebody,
it's a real bad spot.
Yeah, that's TV deal money. So they need to – actually, I don't know. I think we sign a waiver when we buy our tickets saying if we die at the racetrack, the track and NASCAR is not responsible. So
it's not our fault.
I mean, a waiver is only as good as the piece of paper it's on, though. A good lawyer will tell you that. You can get out of a waiver. So it's for safety reasons is why they don't want to flip the car. Driver safety, fan safety, keeps everybody safe. But don't do it during the playoffs.
Right. Like, let's leave the playoffs alone.
Yeah, you're potentially messing with a champion. Like, our champion could be crowned, and I don't know, somebody who doesn't deserve it could go out and win this weekend because they got this stupid shark fin on the windshield, and it just changes everything that everybody's built.
Like,
messes up the teams.
Like, what if Kyle Larson's car sucks at Talladega, and they go, it's that shark fin. We didn't have the right setup for it.
It's very possible.
Because Kyle Larson misses out on the next round. Like,
well, don't worry. Don't worry, though. NASCAR is going to – well, no, they're not. I was going to say they're going to let the teams practice so they'll know what these shark fins will do. But no.
We don't practice.
We don't
need practice.
We don't even practice. There's no reason to practice. These are parts that are brand new. We'll figure out how they work during the race.
Yeah. I don't know. I agree. I don't think – I mean, yes, we need to keep these cars on the ground, but – let's not do it during the playoffs.
Yeah, I think this is an off-season project.
Yeah.
NASCAR's moved all ticket sales to Live Nation and Ticketmaster. What does this mean for the average fan? No matter where you buy your tickets at.
You know what it means? It means NASCAR hates you.
Wherever you buy your tickets at, you're going to have to pay the Ticketmaster fees. Used to. So SMI has been selling tickets through Ticketmaster for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But you go to if you went to the racetrack, you did not have to pay the fee. So I could go on my app on Ticketmaster.com and buy my tickets. I'd pay, I don't know what, $20, $30 in fees, right?
Yeah.
Or I could go to the racetrack and buy my tickets and pay nothing in fees. I mean, there's like a $5 service fee or something stupid like that, but not nearly what it is now, what it's going to be now. I mean, concerts are ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
You're paying $20, $30 in fees.
And then you got to pay $80 for parking. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, if you go to Atlanta, You go to Mercedes Benz for a concert, you're paying
my.
$200 for
Just to get
Metallica.
in.
Metallica, $350 for a ticket, and another $100 to park.
It's ridiculous.
Easily. So, but don't worry, they got $3 hot dogs. No, I think I hate that they're giving anything to Ticketmaster and Live Nation because these guys are under scrutiny for people stealing their tickets anyway.
Yeah.
People are hacking people's cell phones and stealing their Ticketmaster tickets, or hacking their accounts, stealing their tickets. The tickets still look like it's in your account, but when you go to use it at the venue, it's already been used by somebody else. So,
And that's who we're giving our tickets to.
but if you read the comments on like X or any Facebook, wherever they posted the news
No one
story,
likes it.
everybody's mad.
NASCAR's really good at that.
Well, it's proof of the disconnect between NASCAR and the fan.
Oh, there absolutely is a disconnect.
The-
If there wasn't a disconnect, we'd have good racing.
Exactly. We wouldn't be sending all our ticket. I mean, essentially, Ticketmaster and Live Nation will now make more money next season than the race teams.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, seriously.
I mean, here we go.
That's Denny Hamlin's going to be like, man, I can't make no money. Ticketmaster fees are killing my race team. Maybe we should take those fees and send them to the race teams. Denny still hasn't signed the charter.
No, he won't.
I did see, though, where a lot of these teams are helping out with the hurricane relief.
Yeah.
So Joe Gibbs, Hendrick, Michael Jordan and 2311 donated $1 million today to help out.
Man, have you seen the videos of North Carolina?
It's actually heartbreaking.
It's insane.
You got to go online to see these because they're not putting them on TV. The news media is not covering it. But if you go online, you can see it. And if you want to help out, you can go to the Red Cross, their website. Right at the top, it says donate for Hurricane Helene relief. So if you got it, go help. I mean, I saw where Joe Gibbs, he was having people drop stuff off at the shop all day yesterday and part of the day today, and using their helicopters to take stuff in because a lot of these places can't be accessed. So,
I mean, cell service is out.
Power's out.
Roads are washed out. I mean,
water don't work.
No.
I mean, it's bad.
It's real bad.
Like I said, it's devastating. So our thoughts, our prayers, they go out to everybody who's affected by that. I mean, here in Georgia, we got a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Had a little bit of wind, but a lot of rain.
But we don't have any rivers.
Luckily, we didn't get any flooding here. Some parts of Georgia did.
Yeah.
So North Georgia, it all went to the west of us where we're at. So
yeah, but we don't have the rivers like they do up there in North Carolina.
Well, also there's mountains and the valleys.
Right.
So all that water just keeps coming down and keeps running down. So it's bad. So thoughts and prayers go out to them. Like I said, if you want to help out, check out the Red Cross. Anything you can do to help out, I'm sure is greatly appreciated. Back to racing news.
Yep.
Ty Dillon has been announced as the driver of the number 10 Colleague/RCR car for 2025.
I did not see that coming.
If it wasn't for Pop, it would not have been happening.
Pop.
Don't fool yourself. This is a Colleague ride, but it is guarantee you RCR has a hand in making this happen.
Oh,
I actually heard on one of the podcasts this morning that they got a discount on their engine program. So, I mean, you know what? It's probably a smart business move for Colleague.
Yeah.
As long as you worked into the contract that RCR has to help pay for the damage that Ty's going to do. Because Ty's first race this week, Ty was in that car this weekend.
Yep.
First race since the announcement. What did Ty do on lap 1? He did Ty Dillon things.
What an impression. I mean, it was comical.
He did not earn that ride from talent.
No.
There's no way. I don't know who you should have put in that ride, but Ty Dillon that would actually been the last guy I picked.
I mean, it was comical.
I might have went with Matt DiBenedetto first.
To watch him get in that car and wreck.
Lap 1.
Lap 1. He racked.
He racked it.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I was laughing.
I know.
At first, I was like, is that AJ Allmendinger?
Yeah.
And they're like, Ty Dillon. I'm like, oh, my God, that's Ty Dillon. That's hilarious. Man, he caught Josh Berry up in that thing. And
oh, man. All right, so Josh Berry.
You want to talk about this now?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, we're on it. So Josh Berry. So at Watkins Glen, Blaney's mad because they towed him back and they said his day is done. Well, Blaney's car is broken.
The steering was broken.
Blaney's steering was broken. But Blaney says, if you got 4 flat tires, they'll take you back to your pit box, and so you can put tires back on your car and you can get back out there. Blaney's car was broke. He was not getting back out on the track.
No matter what.
Josh Berry has 4 flat tires and gets towed to the campground.
But NASCAR came out today and said they have no plans of changing this rule. The rule is what it is. Josh Berry was in a multi-car wreck that caused no damage to his car, but it activated some wreck sensor that's on. I don't know what it is. It activated something.
Like some brake or not wreck pad or something.
Yeah, it activated that.
Once again, it's this car. We can't. Oh man, I hate this car.
Yeah, I've seen
this car sucks. Man.
I've seen Dale Earnhardt wreck his car, get out, beat on it. He got in an ambulance one time. He said, "You think that thing will still drive?" Got out of the ambulance, got in his car, and drove it back. Yeah. 3 wheels. I mean, he's doing the loop-de-hop down the track. The car is so bow-legged. But
look, I mean,
this car, Josh Berry's car, looked immaculately perfect, except for 4 flat tires.
It looked like he just came off the hauler.
Well, he basically did. He ran half a lap.
That's right. I mean, I just don't. I think it's unfair to the driver.
I think it's unfair to the driver, the fan, the team,
everyone,
everybody involved.
They come out here. They work hard on their car,
millions of dollars.
They fly out, leave their families, all this stuff. I mean, they're trying to do their job. They get into an accident. Their car is perfectly fine except 4 flat tires, but they can't move because with this car, that rear diffuser is so important. If this car sits on the ground, you're screwed. Go ask Kyle. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Oh, Kyle Larson's day was done. He hit the wall.
This car looked fine.
Scratched up his diffuser,
and he's done. I don't think in the condition Kyle Larson's car was in, his day should have been over like that. I don't like you said you don't think he should have won, but
shouldn't have ended his day.
I don't think he should have been running 20th all day because of it. He still should have been one of the fastest.
But that's the problem with a sports car.
Well, yeah, we're stock car racing.
Well, I mean, our cars haven't been stock in a long time, but they were more stock. The old body style was more stock than this current body. This current body style. Look, this is an IMSA car run on a NASCAR track. That's all it is. Like, I like to go to IMSA races, but I'm not watching IMSA on TV. It's just not my. It's not my thing. And I probably would not watch an IMSA race on an oval because the cars aren't made for ovals. Yet
that's what we do.
I do every weekend. And I hate this rule. So they took Josh Berry to the campground, and Rodney was mad.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Rodney Childers was so mad. He was so mad that he couldn't even think straight. And he's telling Josh, do not get out of that car. And Josh is like, dude, they brought me to the campground. They're telling me to get out. And I'm reading this online laughing because I'm like, there's no way. What else is even crazier is the broadcast mentioned it 0 times.
Not once.
It's
not
like,
one time.
It's almost like somebody from NASCAR come down and said, whatever y'all do not talk about this. It's a bad look. But then NASCAR comes out today and they're like, yeah, the rule is the rule. If you're in a multi-car wreck and you have 4 flat tires and can't drive back due to the design that we made of this car, our design of this car, you're out of luck, bud. You're going to the campground.
It's
beer 30 for you and the fans, but you're not driving no more. I mean, Josh Berry didn't even break a sweat.
No, I mean,
he didn't have to change his draws.
Imagine if that happened to Kyle Larson.
I hope.
Chase Elliott.
I hope. I'm actually praying right now that Talladega, Chase Elliott has the same problem, and they take him to the garage. Because I guarantee you, if this would have been Chase Elliott and not Josh Berry, there would have been a rule change Sunday night.
Yeah.
They would have been a bulletin mid-race.
They would have had that drafted up already.
They would have probably red flagged the race just to let the teams know the new rule, that they had just changed it, the Chase Elliott rule.
And then let Chase back in.
Yeah. Then, come on, Chase. He can come back out now.
You can move up to
that 10. That rule's changed. You were in second when that happened? Yeah, put him back. Give him his spot back. No,
you were leading? Okay.
I'm dead serious. If that would have been not even just a playoff contender. If that would have been Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, somebody like that, this would not be an issue anymore. This would already be solved. Problem. I'm surprised we didn't fix it after Watkins Glen.
Look,
but
okay, so on Denny's podcast, he said, well, there's going to be that one time where they're towing them back to the pits, and someone's trying to pit, and the truck's in their way. We extend these cautions all the time.
Yeah, should be no more than 3 laps, and they're like 17.
Exactly. So I don't see the problem. I mean, we run 6, 7, 8 laps under caution all the time for no reason.
I think Denny was trying to be politically correct there in favor of NASCAR.
He's trying to make the championship.
Yeah, he don't need to bash NASCAR any more than he usually does because they have sabotaged him. He can't afford any more sabotaging.
Right. They've done all they can to try and knock him out the playoffs, and he's still in. So
yeah. So Denny. I'm good with Denny taking the high road here. I'm sure Dale Jr. is going to be on his podcast today telling us how it's no big deal also. I haven't listened to it, but, no offense to Dale, but he knows his opinion carries a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So maybe Dale will come out and say, hey, this is stupid. Look, I don't think we need to get rid of the damaged vehicle policy clock either. If you got stuff falling off your car, then you should – I don't want you out there on the track causing 6 more cautions because crap's flying off.
Right, but if you have 4 flat tires and that's it, you should be able to race.
It should be a visual thing. Maybe make Elton Sawyer go down there on pit road in his suit and tie and look at every car that's in the wreck and make him decide on the spot. Something, because what we're doing now is stupid. As a fan, that was the dumbest thing ever. That
was ridiculous. Josh Berry should not have been out of that race.
No, and I like Josh. So, Blaney at the Glen, yeah, your steering's broke. You're done.
You're done.
But Josh Berry had a scuff mark. There's more scuffs on Kyle Larson's car than Josh Berry's car.
Yeah.
So, all right, Kansas, good race poll.
Ooh. I have no idea of it. I'm going to go with 74.
81% said it was a good race.
Wow. I was thinking the 15% for Kyle Larson fans.
Yeah. That's what they voted on for Bristol?
Yeah, exactly.
So, going with the opposite?
Right.
No, 81%. I voted yes. I voted it was a good race because the poll doesn't say was it a great race. It says was it a good race.
Yeah.
I guess I should not vote on half of them because not all of them are good races.
Right.
Or bad races. They're either – some are great. But, no, it's –
81's not bad.
The next-gen car has lowered my standard, though. My expectations of what a good race should be is much lower now than what it was previous to the next-gen car.
Absolutely. I think that's why I like the Xfinity race more. It's just not next-gen.
With the Xfinity cars, these guys are sideways.
Look, I loved watching that Xfinity race, start to finish. Compared to the Cup race, you've got Connor Zilic up there getting loose, hanging it back, keeping it straight. You got Cole Custer and Chandler Smith. He's getting to his back bumper, wiggling them, and
Xfinity race was a good
entertaining.
I enjoyed the Xfinity race.
It is entertaining watching those guys, control these cars to the edge, on the edge of out of control, and it looks like it. It's like, man, is he going to? Oh no! Oh, he's holding on.
I don't disagree with you. And Saturday was a great race, Xfinity race. I still like the Cup race better.
No,
I don't know why. I can't pinpoint it. Maybe if Justin Allgaier didn't do Justin Allgaier things.
Oh, you're salty about Justin?
I am, because I am a huge Allgaier fan. There's only one Xfinity driver I own a T-shirt for, and that's Justin Allgaier.
Yeah.
So I don't want to see Justin Allgaier do Justin Allgaier 2024 things.
He is his own worst enemy right now.
He's been his own worst enemy since Daytona.
Yeah,
it's just been a season and a half for him. He probably can't wait till next year.
Probably not.
You're going to have a heck of a teammate lineup next year.
Oh, man. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. So Travis Quapple's son, Carson Quaffle, is officially going to be driving for JRM next year.
You got
He'd be in the number one.
Yep. You got Quapple. You got Connor, Allgaier, and Sammy Smith on that JRM team. What a team!
It's an all-star team.
It really is.
At least it has the potential to be. It's like you got
to me, it already.
You got the veteran and Allgaier, who's proven, and then you've got Sammy Smith, who's a phenomenal driver.
Yep.
Then you got Zilich, who
the new up and coming star.
He is. He will be in NASCAR before the other guys.
Oh yeah.
And then you got Quapple, who,
I mean, every Xfinity race he's run solid.
And we know Bass Pro Shops is going to sponsor him.
Yeah,
we've already heard that.
I mean, Quapple. If Zilich didn't come out of nowhere and just rock everyone's world in NASCAR, I would say Quapple's the next up and coming young guy, and he still is. I mean, he's very talented.
I'll be curious to see who has a better season next year because Quapple is a phenomenal driver.
He is. I mean, he does great in the car store. I mean, he's going to be great. He's going to be great in the Xfinity Series. That's a great team.
He'll do better than his dad did.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll go there, which ain't hard to do, but he'll do better than his dad did.
I mean,
I think it's great. I love to see. I love it when Dale Jr. Dale Jr. always brings the best.
Yeah,
and here he is. He's got rid of some, garbage he needed to get rid of. Yeah, driver.
You gave him a chance.
He got rid of the pay-to-play guy.
Yeah,
Jones can go back to Joe Gibbs and pay them to play there because he already tried that once. It didn't work out. So he went to JRM. It didn't work out. Now he's going back to Joe Gibbs.
Probably won't work.
Daddy got a lot of money. Let's just say that. And then he got Mayer out of here, which is fine. Good riddance. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I couldn't really get behind him. I wanted to get behind Sam Mayer, but he never fit in at Junior Motorsports, in my opinion. Like, when I see him on his Superman thing when he wins, it's like, Nah. So, no.
Go run at Penske.
Yeah.
You'll be good there.
No, I don't know if he'd be a good Penske driver either.
Yeah.
They're too clean cut.
I was about to say, Penske, Roger wouldn't be.
He don't have to cackle. He's going to have to get that. You know who I want to see?
Maybe an RFK.
I can see him over there. I want to see Noah Gragson win some races.
I do too.
Like he probably has the best personality, but that personality is not going to shine unless you have the victories to back it up.
Right.
So I was talking to the preacher Sunday after church about that. He agrees. He likes Noah Gragson. So, but he even said it. Noah's got to have the wins behind him in order to have that personality shine. Otherwise, he'll never be on the stage he needs to be on.
No, I mean, no, but with JRM, with the lineup they're going to have next year, that's like Hendricks level.
Oh, no doubt.
I mean, that is, I wouldn't be surprised if you see two of those guys at Hendricks in 10 years.
I can see that.
Probably
5.
Yeah, I mean, if you.
But who are you going to get rid of Hendricks? I mean, they've got a stout lineup. So they've already got 5 drivers and 4 cars. I mean,
I don't know why. I don't know what the whole thing with Justin Haley is. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, Justin Haley
doesn't make sense to me.
He has his number 7 debut this weekend at Spire and does what? Well, maybe it's not Corey. Maybe it's the number 7.
I was about to say that number 7 car is cursed. But I mean, did you listen to DBC and what his spotter said when he went 3 wide? I mean,
inside out.
No, it was
wiggle. I mean,
you got 1 in, 1 out. I mean, if I'm Justin Haley, I'm like, you talking about how many legs I got in my pants? What you talking about?
1 in, 1 out, 1 inside, 1 outside. I don't know. It made sense to me, but
I've never heard 1 in, 1 out.
When he turned left, my peripheral vision. I know you can't really see. I've sat in a cup car. I've been strapped in. You can't really look left or right. But you got a mirror over here. You can see that little mirror over there on the side. Well, maybe they do. I don't know if they still do.
I don't know.
Those little disc mirrors they used to have back in the day.
I don't think so.
Maybe they got rid of that. Maybe we need to put those mirrors back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a miscommunication thing. They said they got an excuse.
Yeah.
Like the Justin Haley excuse. Like no, Rick Ware Racing, Spire Motorsports. That was the race I was watching this weekend.
Yeah.
Corey LaJoie goes out, has a quiet day. He's not on. He didn't make the news with something stupid.
Good job, Corey.
He goes out and does exactly. Yes,
that's exactly what.
I think the pressure's off.
Yeah. Yes.
I think Spire was putting some stupid undue pressure on Corey that was very unnecessary.
Yeah.
Corey gets out there and does what Corey can do. He finishes 15th in a Rick Ware car.
That is
bravo. Good. Way to go, man.
That is out driving your car.
I want to see it every weekend.
Yeah.
And then Justin Haley does the Curse of the Seven. It's, I mean, I was like, oh my God. I was actually cheering. Like, I was like, yes, yes. Because the whole time I'd been watching him and Corey to see who was where. Because I want nothing more than to see Corey LaJoie finish ahead of Justin Haley every race the rest of the season.
Yep.
That would the only thing that could make the year better for me.
Bowman wins the championship.
Bowman wins the championship, and LaJoie finishes above Haley. The next 7 races that we got? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So however many races we got the rest of the year, I want to see LaJoie beat Haley and Bowman win the championship. I so badly want Bowman to win. I mean, the dude scored the 3rd most highest points yesterday and finished 6th.
Yeah.
I mean, other than Byron, who just shows up occasionally, Bowman has been a dominator at HMS since the door bumper clear rumor started.
Yep.
Now, I know they didn't start the rumor, but fans like to blame it on them. So since the fans like to blame it on them, we're going to go along with it too. So since the rumor was started about Bowman, he's Penske'd it.
He really has.
He has showed up every weekend.
He's like, all right, I'll show you.
He's going to win this weekend. I think Bowman's going to win. I'm pulling for him.
I mean, I would love to see him win the championship.
I do, man. I want to see him win. I want to see him win Talladega. Go to the road. We'll not have to worry about it. Go to the next round. I want to see him win a race there.
Yep.
Martinsville. He's going to win Martinsville. I'm going to go with Martinsville.
Martinsville.
Yeah. He's going to win Talladega. He's going to win Martinsville. He's going to make it to the Final Four. And then he's going to win Phoenix.
Oh, man. I would love that.
I want it so bad. I want to put Rick Hendrick in such a bad predicament that he's got a championship driver in Bowman. Now, what do? Do we send him to Spire?
Right.
No, we let the Haley effect stay down there.
Because, I mean, right now, Bowman, he's running really great. And I know a lot of people, even we were, questioning Bowman earlier this season. We're like, I don't know, he hasn't done much. But, I mean, you put him up against his teammates. You got Chase Elliott's most popular driver, champion. You got Kyle Larson, best driver, champion. And then you got Bowman. I mean, what do you say about him?
You got Byron, who he can go off and win 5-6 races a year.
Right.
So if you have 3 champions in Byron, I think Byron's out.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of your championship driver.
Right.
I don't think you can. I guess you could do anything you want.
You really could.
I mean, it's Justin Haley. Come on.
Yeah, are we really going to replace Byron with Justin Haley?
I mean, it's Justin Haley, man. The Justin Haley effect. He makes everything better. Except for the number 7.
Yeah. Man, if I was Byron and I got kicked out of my spot from Justin Haley, I'd be mad.
I'd cry.
I would.
I'd quit. I'd quit racing. I'm like, you know what? I'm done racing.
I guess it's my sign to
hang it up. It's time to hang it up and get out of here.
Hang up the helmet and leave because I got kicked out of Hendrick Motorsports from Justin Haley.
What about Ross Chastain winning? What'd you think?
I don't care for it.
I do not like Ross. I just, I don't
like him either.
He's an 8th generation. I mean, a 7th. Well, he's either an 8th or a 7th generation watermelon farmer. It depends on which week you ask him. But he tries too hard to be a blue collar guy.
He's not blue collar, dude.
No, he's so far from. He's 7 or 8 generations removed from blue collar.
Yeah, dude, you're driving NASCAR. Okay, this ain't the '80s.
I think it's just fake. It just seems fake. His love for the farmers. I mean, I think the only farmer he cares about is the watermelon farm his parents own.
Yeah.
Other than that, he's not worried about the farmer. He's out here promoting this electric vehicle. Wanting to switch all the farm tractors over to electric vehicles. Like, that's not even feasible, dude. Trying to bankrupt them? No, that's stupid. The technology is not there.
Even say.
Was it going to last 30 minutes and they're going to pull over and recharge?
I know, right?
Take a month to get just one row done.
It's like, dude, they spend 15 hours harvesting those fields.
Yeah, what are you going to change batteries? You got to have a pit stop to change their batteries? Like,
I mean, it's ridiculous.
So, no, I don't. I think he's fake. Like, he's had so much controversy around him, and he will not embrace it. If you want to be the blue collar guy, do like Dale Earnhardt did. Embrace the controversy.
Yeah.
Embrace I mean, Ross Chastain was on his Don't Care tour or whatever, out there wrecking everybody last year. This year he hasn't even shown up. I mean, thank God he finally won a race, right?
Yeah. No.
Trackhouse is gonna. I don't like Trackhouse either.
Yeah.
I want to because I think what they're doing is cool, but maybe if they got rid of their 2 drivers and found 2 more,
right?
Like I think they would be better off with Zane Smith.
Yeah.
Oh wait a minute, they fired him already.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't like Ross. I can't like pinpoint that one reason I don't like Ross, but other than he's a fake person or seems to be fake. I don't know him personally.
Right. But he just presents as fake.
Yeah. Maybe he should present himself more often and let the people get to know him instead of just a tweet every now and then about, I love the farmer. I don't know which ones, but I love the ones, the overall ones.
So Ross Chastain, we know Ross Chastain is one of the most aggressive drivers on the track. If you have to pass Ross Chastain, good luck because he will throw a block on you no matter what the situation. But he does nothing with it. I mean,
his personality does not fit his driving style.
No.
Kind of like Joey Logano. Maybe that's my thing with drivers. Like, I feel like their personality and their driver style should fit. Like,
if you're going to get out there on the track and you're going to run people all over the track, cutting them off, blocking them, get out and be like, if you wreck someone, be like, yeah, I was trying to throw a block, didn't work.
Instead of getting out and go, I hate it so much.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm a Kyle Busch fan. I really want Kyle Busch to win. I gave him a lane and a half an inch.
I really hate that I pinched him up in the wall and got back on the lead lap. That was so unfortunate.
I never wanted a caution to come out at all.
I was okay going a lap down, really.
I would rather go a lap down and see Kyle Busch win. But I gave him a lane and an inch and a half.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad.
I'm a Kyle Busch fan. Did I tell y'all that?
My heart's broken.
I want to see the streak win, but I got what I want. No, I mean, just kidding. Don't say that part out loud, Chase.
Edit that one out.
So Chase Briscoe.
I don't think he did nothing
wrong. Think he did anything wrong either. I mean, he's fighting for a playoff.
Right.
And is he really fighting for a championship?
No.
But
I don't think he's going to make it through this round.
I don't either. I mean, I don't at this point he's not going to receive any favors from the RCR crew.
No.
So, or Chevrolet probably at that matter. I mean, what Chase did, he did give Kyle a lane and a half an inch maybe at the most. I put the blame on Kyle. I also put the blame on Kyle, but it's not. I'm not sitting here going, Kyle, why'd you do that? Why would you go do that? I know why he did it. Yeah, Ross was there.
Right. Like if he doesn't get around Chase, Ross is getting around both of them.
Exactly.
So I know exactly why he did it, and I'm not saying he shouldn't have, but it was on him.
Yeah, I agree. It's 100% Kyle's fault. Kyle Busch's fault. And Chase Briscoe, I mean, we've heard it said probably, 15,000 times this year on loan in the last 5 seasons. In the last 5 seasons, the same amount of times. The gentleman's agreement thing that back in the day, that's gone.
Oh, yeah.
It is no holds bar, wreck your mama, wreck your grandma, slash a tire, key a car, whatever you got to do to win a race.
Poke holes in Kyle Larson's tires. I mean,
you can do anything to win a race except wreck 2 guys on the last turn. Right, Austin? And that's it. Other than that, you can wreck 1 guy. But Chase Briscoe, he's fighting to stay on the lead lap. Whatever.
Yeah.
I think it comes back to you. He's also fighting for a playoff. So he's not going to have any favors done for him. I mean, Kyle Busch cut him some slack at Darlington.
I know, right?
To get it. I mean, if it wouldn't have been for that, maybe you don't make the playoffs there, bud.
Yeah.
And here you go, ending his streak. His streak might have been in. Chase Briscoe could have single-handedly ended Kyle Busch's streak.
You say that, but I feel like every time we say that, Kyle Busch goes out and runs good.
And then he ends his streak himself. I don't know. I think Kyle's in his head too, just like Corey was in his head.
I don't know. I mean, I think Kyle's kind of coming back right now. I think
made a stupid move Sunday. Could have fooled me.
I mean, I think for him that move was win it or lose it right there. You either make that move and you win the race, or you don't and you lose.
Well, I mean, I think Denny was saying it on Actions Detrimental this week that he learned at Michigan that you don't put yourself in that spot because these cars, the aero blocking is such a big thing in these cars.
Now Kyle's learned it.
Now Kyle knows. So Kyle won't do that again, or he might, but I hope he don't.
Yeah.
You got Kyle Busch and Justin Allgaier are having the exact same season. They can't get out of their own way.
Yeah.
And it's not a knock at Kyle Busch either.
Well, I mean, okay, Justin Allgaier's been fast all season.
Yeah, that's true.
Kyle hasn't.
They're having a similar type of season, though.
Yeah.
It almost feels like a lot of their mistakes are self-inflicted.
Yeah. Yeah. I would agree with that.
What else we got? All the Penske drivers and Denny Hamlin had loose wheels this weekend.
That was weird.
So with all Penske drivers, it makes me think maybe like the calibration on their gun.
Yeah.
Maybe it was off.
And then I think Denny said on a show that it's just too fast.
Yeah, it happened. I mean, this happens. It really does happen. I don't think it's a team sport.
It reminds us that this is a team sport.
Yeah. And Denny, I mean, he took it in stride this week on his show. Even they played a clip of him on the broadcast of, getting on the gay part saying, I can't keep passing these same guys.
And it made it sound like he was getting mad at his team.
But he was actually mad at Chris he kept holding him for fuel.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm tired of passing these guys 2 or 3 times. Stop it.
Man, Denny was fast.
Denny was fast. Denny had a good car.
He did.
I think.
Just a couple mistakes on pit road.
Yeah. I mean, he's getting closer each week to winning. Well, it'd be great to see him win at Talladega. Denny used to be the king of restrictor plate drafting, whatever we call this. He used to be the king of it.
Yeah.
He won Daytona like 3 times.
Now what do you say on his podcast? All those lessons I learned from Dale and Jimmy and all those people don't matter no more.
They don't. Not with this car.
No.
Here we go again, talking about this car. I hate this car.
Yeah.
Christopher Bell bounced off the wall a couple times.
Man, come on, Bell. That was Bell's race to lose, and he lost it in spectacular fashion.
You think? I mean, I guess it's just a good reminder of how hard these cars are to drive.
Even if it don't look like it.
Yeah. Yeah, they look like slot cars most of the time. But
yeah,
the cars, I think it's a good reminder of how hard they push.
Yeah.
So each lap, they're pushing so hard.
Well, I mean, after the first time he gets in the wall, Bill comes on the radio and says, "My fault, won't happen again." And then he does it again. So,
wonder what he said that time. My fault again, won't happen a third time. Hey, it didn't.
It didn't.
Maybe he shouldn't have said the first one. Wouldn't happen again.
Yeah, maybe.
He jinxed himself. No, I thought Bell was going to win the race. Actually.
I did too. I thought, okay, he choked it on stage 1, but he's going to come back and he's the car to beat.
I mean, he finished 7th.
Yeah, he finished. We talk about Blaney. Where did Blaney finish?
Dude, Ryan Blaney finished 4th.
Dude, what a drive.
He passed like 35 cars.
Twice,
yeah.
I mean, dude, it has a loose tire under green.
He's in a Ford who struggles on 1.5-mile tracks.
Yeah, I mean, he's what a day. What a day for Ryan Blaney.
Crazy, because I thought it was over for him. I mean, Joey Logano finished. Where did Joey finish? I'm looking at the bottom. 14th. Austin Cindric. I mean, he wrecked.
Yeah.
He spun out on his own too and had loose wheels, so he finished 34th.
But yeah, I mean, Denny had a loose wheel, but that was under caution, so he didn't lose too much. Blaney went a lap down
and got it back.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I mean. It was
phenomenal.
What Blaney did was quite impressive. I mean, I hope nobody's sleeping on Ryan Blaney.
Oh man,
if Ryan Blaney makes it to Phoenix, he will win the championship.
That's a fact.
There's no doubt about that. Because, I mean, honestly, any Penske driver makes it to Phoenix, the other 3 drivers might as well just not even go.
Just wreck them.
Yeah, well, there you go. Don't say you're going to wreck him, though.
But just wreck him.
Just wreck him.
Just, whoops, got a little loose there.
Who said they were going to wreck somebody Cole Custer.
Cole Custer, yeah.
Who's he going to wreck? Chandler?
Yeah. I see.
Which means he won't.
Right.
I agree with door bumper clear. If a driver says they're going to do something that automatically means they're not going to do anything, because if they do anything, they get penalized.
Exactly.
Cole should have got out of the car and be like, I think I'm going to take Chandler Smith and his family out for dinner tonight. Make sure I add him to my Christmas card list.
Yeah.
Take him shopping. We'll go race go-karts together. We're going to be bros. We're going to be buds.
Yeah. He's my new best friend.
He's my new best friend, yeah. My BFF.
Yeah.
And then he could have wrecked him and be like, what? I told y'all last week we were best friends. I didn't mean to wreck him, NASCAR.
Right.
And what can NASCAR say?
Exactly.
You're on the DVP clock. Take him to the campground. Which would be funny.
Yeah.
Put him in the campground. Put him in the campground.
Oh, man. But, yeah. Bowman had another good day.
Bowman finished sixth. Like I said, Bowman scored the third most points of the day.
I mean, Bowman is...
Truex finished third. How about that? We'll give Truex a shout out.
Truex.
About time.
Yeah, I think now that it don't matter no more, you don't care. I mean, he's having the same problem.
Kansas is a type of track Truex should run good at.
Yeah.
And
man, speaking of people who should run good, Tyler Reddick.
Dude, what happened? Where did he finish at? I don't know where he finished at. I don't see him on my list. Oh, 25th.
Yeah.
He didn't even have a problem.
No.
They were just too loose.
They were too loose.
Too slow. Bubba Wallace finished 17th, so it must have been a 23-11 thing. But no, Tyler Reddick.
Tyler Reddick should have been at the top of the field.
Dude, he wins the regular season championship and hasn't shown up since Darlington.
Yeah.
This ain't the first time. I think Kevin Harvick won the regular season championship and didn't make it to the Final Four.
Yeah. I really want to see Tyler Reddick show up at Talladega and at the Roval, because I want to see him. I want to see him in the Final Four. Because, up until the playoffs, he was on fire.
Zane Smith finished 10th. How about that?
Wow.
Did you know Zane Smith in the last 3 races has scored more points than Martin Truex Jr.?
That's crazy.
Dude's got talent. I hate that he got fired so Suarez could have another year in Mexico City, but he did. So I hate it for Zane. I would love to see Zane go somewhere good, but I don't know where that would be at this point.
Yeah, it feels like all the spots are taken now.
They're filling up quick. Daniel Hemrick is going. Well, rumor is he's going back to the trucks.
Yeah,
Zane would have been a better fit at Colleague, I think, than Ty Dillon. Pop. Wonder why Bass Pro Shops ain't going to sponsor Ty.
Yeah.
Wonder if Austin's going to. Austin Dillon is the worst driver to be sponsored by Bass Pro Shops. I guarantee you Pop still baits his hook.
Be like, Pop, I don't want to touch the worm.
You put a worm on my hook, Pop?
It's all slimy and gross.
My hand's dirty. Ooh. he probably has somebody take the fish off for him.
Yeah.
Bubba, come take this fish off for me.
Real Zing's holding it out here. Someone get it. I
guarantee it. I guarantee you Pop baits his hook. There's no way he baits his hook. With a nickname. What he named his nickname's Ace, and then he named his son Ace. That's kind of like egotistical, isn't
you
it?
think?
I'm so proud of my nickname, I will name my son Ace. Thank God I didn't have a nickname.
Whew.
Your name wouldn't be John. It would have been Ace.
Ace.
No, I didn't have a nickname, I don't think. I'm sure I got called many things. Who else finished good? Denny Hamlin brought it home 8th.
Yeah. Look, Denny.
For the day he had, that's a pretty good finish.
Yeah. Denny was saying on his podcast that when they all got strung out, that they were the fastest. They were like 4 tenths faster than the rest of the field.
Here's the other thing. Chase Briscoe was in 26th when he took out Kyle Busch to stay on the lead lap. He finished 24th.
Wow. Good job.
You ended your hero's day for 2 points. Think about that.
Are you going to be able to sleep tonight, Chase?
And I still don't blame Chase.
No.
I like to pick on him about it, but I don't blame him. All right, let's talk about the points. William Byron is leading the points. He is good by 34, plus 34.
Yep.
Ryan Blaney in second, plus 28. Christopher Bell in third,
Bell's
also plus 28. Well, they're both 20, plus 28. Honestly, nobody's safe.
No.
34 points is,
look,
Byron's probably good, but if he wrecks on lap 1 at Talladega, Byron's out.
Okay, look, let's be honest. No one's safe. Why? Because we're going to Talladega
And the
then the
Roval.
Roval. The first 5 races of the playoff are all wild card races. What a great format, NASCAR. Thanks, guys.
Barnum and Bailey, they're at it again. I mean, when you got clowns running the show, when all that matters is money. When all that matters is money, a lot gets left out.
Atlanta,
look at politics. I mean, just look at our political environment we're in right now as a country. Money and power ruined everything.
Yeah.
So look at NASCAR.
Money and power. I mean, you have Atlanta, Watkins Glen, Bristol, Kansas, Talladega, Roval.
So the first 6 races are wild card. Well, I don't think Kansas is so much a wild card.
I don't think Bristol is either.
Not anymore.
No.
They used to be good. Back when Bristol was good, it would be a wild card.
Bristol, baby.
Yeah, now it's like, it's Bristol, baby. Maybe. It's Bristol, baby. It's Bristol, maybe. It's not baby no more. It's Bristol, maybe.
Yeah.
They should put that out front. It's Bristol, maybe. It's Bristol, comma, maybe. Exclamation point. So you got Byron, Blaney, Bell. Larson's good by 18. Hamlin. I mean, Denny's only up by 11 points. He's in the same boat in round 2 as he was in round 1, pretty much.
Yeah.
Bowman's good by 8 points. Elliott and Logano are both good by 4 points. And then you got 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. You got Reddick, -4. Soras, -14. Briscoe, -25. And then Cindric, -29. Any of those bottom 4 surprise you?
Reddick. But, okay.
Reddick before the playoffs, yes.
Yes.
Reddick after the playoffs, no.
Not so much.
Reddick is Denny Hamlin in it.
He is.
He is choking big time.
Sorry that you had to be put at 23-11, Reddick.
Yeah, it must be the curse. Yeah. The Denny Hamlin curse has rubbed off on this team.
Yeah.
I don't see those 4 drivers changing. I mean, honestly, I could see Logano and Elliott not making it to the next round.
Like, I want Reddick to move on, but like you say, you got to take someone out.
Well, I mean, I'd love to take Logano out.
I would too. It's just hard to.
I would swap anybody. I would take. I'd take Suarez. I can't even say it. I'd take that guy over Logano, maybe. I don't know. It's Logano could go. He's in a Ford.
Yeah.
Well, Austin Cindric could go out and win Talladega.
He could.
Austin Cindric could go out and win the Roval. Chase Briscoe's done. Suarez could go out, maybe win the Roval. I don't know. I think Suarez is probably done too. Reddick could go out and win the Roval. He's a good road course racer. So it's so hard. Like I said, I was telling John the other day, to put one of these bottom 4 into the top 8, you have to take one out.
Right. And it's hard to take any of these guys out.
William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott, Joey Logano.
All those guys are championship drivers.
Very much deserving drivers to be there. But Reddick, I think Reddick should be in the top 8. But I don't know who you take out. Suarez, Briscoe, Cindric. No offense, guys, but your run is done.
Yeah. Next year, maybe.
Maybe. No, probably not. Maybe Reddick, but not the other 3. Hope not. Yeah, I don't see it changing. I think the guys who are currently out are probably gone.
Yeah.
It would not surprise me to see Reddick, Suarez, Briscoe, and Cindric get eliminated.
Yep.
So, what else you got?
I don't know. I think that's it.
You got Talladega this weekend. What do you expect from Talladega?
Fuel saving and 87 miles an hour.
Maybe the new shark fin they're going to put on there will change the fuel saving thing and make them more racy. I doubt it, but maybe.
Look, I mean,
they're going to run like 150, 160 mile an hour. They're going to run half throttle.
At Atlanta, their average speed was 130.
So Talladega, what do you think average speed will be?
Oh, 122.
I would say 140.
140?
Yeah. I'll give them more than Atlanta because it's a bigger track.
You got to fuel safe more.
Yeah, that's true. You got to save more fuel to go a whole lap there than you do at Atlanta.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just sucks. I hate it. I mean, Bill Elliott broke the record at like 212 miles an hour at Talladega.
I know. 3 miles an hour slower than F1.
Yeah, it's insane. And now we're out here putting along. I mean,
we are going almost 100 miles an hour slower.
And it visually looks slower when you watch it on TV or in person.
Look, go back and watch, 90s, 80s, 2000s Talladega race side by side to now. They're going to finish 2 laps before they finish one here.
You take any Talladega race between 1996 and 2012.
Yeah.
It was a phenomenal race. I mean, we used to go.
We go to every year.
Every year. And it was phenomenal.
I love Talladega.
And we went to one next gen race at Talladega and haven't been back.
Yep.
Man. It's ruined our should I fight to get Daytona 500 tickets? Why?
Right?
Like I want to take John to the Daytona 500, but why? At what? It's not going to be a good race.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same thing. Run around, half throttle, save fuel. We're going to race for 5 laps in stage 1, 5 laps in stage 2.
And 15 and
maybe 15, probably 5. They're not going to start racing until the last 5 or 10 laps anyway. So you get roughly 20 laps of racing.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I mean, it is ridiculous.
I hope we don't see that at Talladega, but I guarantee you we will. Nothing's changed. It has become a fuel mileage race. That's
only if these cars could wear out the tires enough to where
fuel mileage didn't matter.
Right.
Maybe they need to groove them. I heard some guys saying they should put grooves in the tires so they don't last as long.
If that's what it takes.
Every lap can't be a qualifying lap.
For real. I mean, it's ridiculous. Because, man, you got me thinking about our Talladega races now.
Even the ones Joey Logano won.
They were still good races.
Yeah, we've seen Joey win there. We've seen Brad win there. We've seen Dale Jr. win there. We've seen Chase Elliott win there. Who else? Kyle Busch. We saw Kyle win there, didn't we?
I think so, yeah.
So, we've seen a lot of good Dale Jr. winning was still the best.
That was awesome.
That was John's very first race. It was me, John, and my dad. You had three generations of Dale Jr. fans, and Dale Jr. wins the race. That
was awesome.
I remember looking at John going, it doesn't get any better than this. And it hasn't.
No, it hasn't.
The closest thing was North Wilkesboro when Quaffle won.
Yeah. You won that?
Yeah, he won I know we didn't have loudspeakers, but he won that race.
Oh, wow.
He was driving the I guess it was a Bass Pro Shops car.
It was. I remember
That's who won it. So we've seen Quaffle win a race. So I was
watching Junior, so.
Yeah, we all were. Well, us and 95% of the people. Remember the guy, you want to try my hot nuts? He kept asking Jamie. He's like, Jamie, you want to try my hot nuts? Reach in here and get some of my hot nuts. Man, I know you want to try my hot nuts. Y'all, what y'all doing tomorrow? Y'all should go to Aunt Esther's. She's got collard greens down there. I don't know if she's open on Sundays. Huh. And he looked at Earl and like, Earl, you want to try some of my hot nuts? Nicest guy.
He was
super
really
nice. Hillbilly, but super nice.
Yeah.
He was definitely from Wilkes County.
That's a fact.
But, talked to us the whole race, explained things that we didn't understand. He explained. So, no. Then we had the Bear Claw, the cowboy.
Oof.
With his camcorder.
Man.
No lie. This dude had a 1973 camcorder, cowboy hat, pink button-up shirt, and rhinestone sparkling blue jeans. He had bedazzled his blue jeans.
He was bedazzled.
I'm not understating. It's no understatements here. I'm not exaggerating.
That dude was hairy.
He had more hair on his arms than I have in my beard. You couldn't even see his knuckles. His hands were so hairy.
It was insane.
Like a teddy bear. I thought he had on like a fur jacket, like Sasquatch next to him. Should have been like, hey, you want to try some of his hot nuts? He probably would have.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do. Get my camcorder out. Traveling with Jamie is always an experience, I must say.
With you and Jamie.
Look, true. I guess I am responsible.
Look, I cannot.
Meth Ninja at the Walmart.
I cannot, emphasize enough that this kind of crap just finds y'all. Like it is a fact. It just anytime we do something or we go somewhere, our fishing trips.
Well, that was Jamie. Could you imagine if Jamie would have been on us on that fishing trip?
We would have saw the girl cross the river
and float away.
Yeah, I mean,
and then we'd have saw him have a fight and everything. We wouldn't have missed anything.
No, we would have got the whole story. But I mean, anytime we go somewhere, some crazy crap always happens.
But if it didn't happen, we wouldn't have stories to tell.
Exactly.
So I'm good with it. I want the crap to keep happening.
it's
Bring it on, crap.
It is comical.
I'll be with Jamie tomorrow. So,
Ooh.
Yeah. Riding around in the Porsche with him. We're doing some cold calling, inviting some people to a training we got Thursday. So maybe something will happen. I'll have some stories. You want to ride with us? Because if you go, it's guaranteed to go.
Yeah.
Something will happen for sure. So what else you got this week?
Nothing.
So Talladega's this weekend. They run at 2 p.m. on Sunday. Current weather is calling for mostly cloudy skies, 85s for the high, 30% chance of rain, and no lights. I'll throw that out there. So other than that, that's all I got this week, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, thank you to everybody who listens, watches, shares the show each week on social media. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure to follow us on X. We're at Car Backwards. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out all our other videos. Check us out on Spotify while you're there. Follow us and rate us. Subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts. Leave us a review like Brandon and Sydney did. When y'all leave us reviews like they did, it helps other people find the show. That's how we grow, is by other people finding the show, and we greatly appreciate that. Give us a like and subscribe to us on YouTube Music. And if you feel the need, you're more than welcome to email us. Our email address is racecarbackwardspod@gmail.com. And also, don't forget, these stickers come from Sydney. Make sure to check out Designs by Sydney. She'll take care of all your graphic design needs. Other than that, y'all have a great week, and we will talk to you after Talladega. Bye, everybody.